Hi, I'm Randy Altman with Post Perspective. We're here at NAB 2014, and joining me right now is Dave Clack from CatDV. You have some new products at the show. I was hoping that you could just kind of dig in and walk us through it.
Sure, absolutely. It's a big show for us, actually. So we've got a mix of things we're announcing.
So why don't we, what is CatDV? Let's start with that and then get into the products, because some people might not know. Fine.
Okay. So CatDV is one of the leading asset management systems out there. So basically, CatDV helps you to find and reuse your stuff. So, in today's day and age, like every day and age, I guess, budgets are reducing, but the demand for content is just exploding. So it's a near infinite demand for high quality content. So high quality content is the only content that's sticky. And so how on earth are we going to survive in this kind of world? Well, the only way is to think differently about our content and how we can reuse and monetize it in new and different ways. And so ultimately, CatDV helps folks to find and then reuse their media, which saves time, saves money, and frankly saves a whole pile of stress as well.
And it's software based.
Absolutely, we just sell software, and in fact, one of our key differentiators is we love working with other technologies. So we are software. We'd like to be the best in the world at doing asset management, but then we like to play nice with storage vendors, with archive vendors. We play natively a whole pile of formats, which is very different in the industry. We work with all the major NLEs. We have an integration for TriCaster, DRM systems. You kind of name it, then CatDV considered the heart of a workflow, and it integrates real well with a whole pile of other stuff.
And does it scale? So can the individual use it going on all the way up to the bigger post
that's a good point, actually. So CatDV, you can buy personal copies of CatDV for $100 from the website. And it's a cut down product, but it's still used by a couple of thousand folks worldwide. And that might be your hobbyist at home, it might be your wedding videographer, and it's a great product. But that doesn't mean that we can't scale up to the hundreds of users in some of the most major corporations and broadcasters in the country. So we've got about 900 of those kind of networked enterprise customers, and almost any industry you can imagine we operate in. So post and production is kind of our, and broadcast, media and entertainment, that's our heart. Mm-hmm. But you can look across sports, worship, charity and non-profit, education, healthcare, finance, logistics, railroads. Everybody has media. Everybody uses media, sound, stills, audio, video even, to be able to communicate with their constituents. So, that's us.
Do you want to name anyone in the industry that's using it now, just some post houses or
so Beyond Picks, we got so a great advertising agency in motor, Beyond Picks, there's a railroad, Norfolk Southern, so University of Alabama is a big customer for ours, Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm kind of naming the ones that we're allowed to name because we have case studies on our website for those kind of guys. Yeah. There's another great one at JPL, Jet Propulsion Laboratories. So my background is in physics, and so for us to have the history of space flight and space science being recorded in CatDV is a major thing for us. So it's very cool.
Yeah, it is very cool. Is there anything that I haven't asked about the products that you feel is important that people should know?
I guess the other thing is, so our company's been in existence for about 12 years, and for a big part of those years, nobody realized they had a problem with asset management. And even a few years ago, I bought my 50 terabyte SAN, it's all going to be fine. And now suddenly that SAN is full, and nobody can find stuff, and it's really not fine. We find that people buy the same stock footage time and time again, or it takes a week to find content, so they reshoot it. That's just nuts, and CatDV helps to solve that kind of problem. So we've been in business for 12 years. Most of that time we were fighting to get market share and mind share that this actually was a product that people needed. And now things are really coming to fruition. We've got great support. We've been around a long time. We've got a great customer base. So I think that kind of there's a certain safety in choosing a CatDV solution that our customers are finding. And you add that to our ability to integrate and be flexible with who we work with, and it means the customers aren't getting locked in to any particular kind of technology backroads, And when folks are choosing, there's been a lot of folks that have been changing their NLE. Changing an NLE with CatDV is as simple as saying one day send to Premiere, the next day say send to Avid, the next day send to Apple, So, we can work with all of those. And in fact, many mixed environments take advantage of that.
And now everybody's working with many different kind of codecs. They're switching from one NLE to another.
Absolutely.
So the flexibility is
yeah. And
is key.
so another thing so we're launching at the show this year a new player technology. CatDV 10 is based on QuickTime, and so that gives us a huge range of formats that we support natively, and additional codecs expand that even further. We're adding the ability to plug in new players in the future. And the first ones we're going to be adding are the technology behind FFmpeg and VLC, which gives us some kind of prosumer and kind of DSLR formats, as well as some high-end Sony stuff in there, and then native red playback. And so, 4K in CatDV is a reality with CatDV 11, and we've been showing that down on the stand, South Lower SL 5025. That's where we're at.
Dave, thank you so much for coming by. And how can people find you on the web?
Wonderful. We are, so CatDV is www.squarebox.com or even www.catdv.com. So do come by and have a look. We're constantly adding content, new tutorials, how-tos, workflow guides. It's a great resource.
Fantastic. Thanks so much.